In London, the palace feels cut off by the snow.
Mamma tried on Thursday night to go out to dinner with the Rothschild in Holland Park or Ladbroke Grove, wasn't it? She set out at 8.
Yes.
She got there at 9:45.
That's, yes. I think it must be just next door to where we live, I think, yes. That's right. I heard all kinds of terrible stories about people who tried to do things on
And I
Thursday
said, why didn't
night.
you turn around and go home? She said, I couldn't. There was no way. I couldn't get out. I couldn't move. She thought it was better just to go on. You see the balloons are still stuck in the tree there.
Yes, we were trying to get the keeper of the British Hearse to take a shotgun out.
Oh, well, they're rather pretty. They look rather better than a lot of crows.
Yes, but they look awful. But then, because they're just little bits
Isn't it horrible bits of shredded rubber?
Shredded rubber.
Yes, like after the green petrol law.
Yes. They hit the trees and exploded, and the garden was absolutely full of dead balloons. It's very, very disagreeable.
Not very ecological, really.
Not at all ecological.
There are over 20 billion portraits of the Queen in existence, if you count stamps, coins and banknotes. The painter of this extra one is Andrew Festing, son of a field marshal.
Did your father paint? Or
No. Oh, no.
He was more interested in the...
But he was, I do get it from him. I mean, I think I get it from his side of the family. I mean, he was quite artistic.
He was a collector, wasn't he?
Yes, that's right. Yes, he was a manic collector.
But he also could explain about what his collection. That was what was so clever.
Yes, yes.
I mean, to me, I always personally think pistols and those sort of things hanging on the wall are very dull. But to have him explain it to us was absolutely fascinating, because they were real things to him. They were, objects of.
Yes.
And he could almost imagine who would have used them, or what they would have been used for.
Yes. He was, I mean, the whole thing was, when he was relatively old, he used to go for walks outside, carrying all these old guns and pistols in his pockets. And he always travelled everywhere with a pair of flintlock pistols.
Did he?
Stuffed away in some pocket.
Did he?
Whenever he came to London, he used to carry them in the train with him. So he lived this sort of fantasy life, almost. That he was some 18th century character, I think.
Well, that probably explains how so many of our pistols have disappeared, or found in some sales catalogue. People do things like that. They think they're somebody else and walk off with them.
I don't know.
He didn't, not necessarily, but I mean, other people like him.